I believe the power of the HBCU network is unmatched. So,
Unmatched.
so for you, how has attending an HBCU and connecting with other HBCU graduates impacted your career as far as business, reality TV, and activism?
So funny you asked that. I was just having that conversation with my son earlier today. So it's a perfect question. I always say me going to an HBCU was amazing for several reasons, but one of the main reasons was the network that I was able to build and the connections that I was able to build. Especially here in entertainment, there are so many different people that I've been able to call and say, hey, my first record that I ever put out was a record. This is when I was heavily into music. I put out a record with my artist, Jim Jones, with Trey Songz. And I was able to call my HBCU sister who went to Howard with me, who was managing Trey Songz, and instantly I got that record for a very good rate. And all throughout my process, even when I got my job at Atlantic Records, it was through a fellow HBCU that walked me into the office. The connections and the network, the resources are super uber important because there are none like it. One thing that we're going to make sure, and I remember this was a culture that we created. If I had a meal plan and I had 2 swipes left on my card, I was giving it to, one of my sisters that were behind me that her card might have been out of her meal plan. And I think we create that culture because we're such a close-knit family. Most HBCUs are 7,000 and less in students. So when you have these people that you can see all the time and that you can connect with and you can eat with, that you can commune with, you build a sense of family. And a lot of times you are being raised by this community of people, whether it's your RAs, whether it's your professors, your counselors, they are helping you walk into adulthood. So these relationships are so impactful that they don't just stay at that HBCU level. You take them outside of graduation. And I think that has been and it is monumental and pivotal for anyone getting into an HBCU. Academia is absolutely important. The prioritizing, learning how to prioritize is important. But one of the key things you're going to leave with that you may know more than in your statistics class, your macroeconomics class, you're going to remember the connections and the network you were able to create. And that will open up just as many doors as the academia portion of your HBCU experience.